Hi Roadrunners, I'm Diana Boro-Boswell and I'm the coordinator for the Destination Graduation Program at Lynn Benton. I've seen recently on LB Live and other platforms that some students are confused about destination graduation, and I wanted to clear up the confusion for you. I appreciate that you've all been helping one another navigate and find your courses in the first few days of the term. I want to say first that there are over 50 sections of destination graduation. So what is true for one student may not be true for another. If you see one student saying that their class meets at a certain time, that isn't necessarily when your class meets. The best place to look is at your course schedule. Destination graduation is a course and it will show up alongside your other classes. So I want to talk about how to register for the destination graduation that's right for you. You may look at your course schedule and realize either you have a conflict or you're not in the right destination graduation for your program. The great news is it's not too late to switch, and I'll show you how to do that. So let's go ahead and get started. First, who takes destination graduation? Not all new students to LB take it. So you might be confused when you hear other students talking about it. If you are a new LBCC student and you have 24 or fewer transfer credits from another college, you will be taking destination graduation. If you have 24 or if you have more than 24 college credits, you do not need to take destination graduation. Be sure to submit your official transcripts from your other colleges, and you can also reach out to me for a waiver. Also, students take destination graduation if they have Oregon Promise funding. So even if you have more than 24 credits, if you need to fulfill the first year experience requirement for your Oregon Promise funding, destination graduation is the way you do that. And a final note, both HD 120 and HD 121, which is our DG for career technical education programs like welding, heavy diesel, and automotive, those both fill the first year experience requirement. Next, which destination graduation should you take? There are program specific and there are general sections. Make sure you're in the right one for you. There are program specific required ones. So if you are in welding, heavy diesel, automotive, or culinary, you want to be sure you're in the destination graduation that goes with your program. So for welding, heavy diesel, and automotive, those are all HD 121s. These were probably listed in your recommended courses guide from your enrollment expert. If they weren't, it's okay. It's not too late to register for them. Next, there are a few programs that have a recommended destination graduation. So if you're a pre-healthcare, you're wanting to get into a nursing or OTA or medical assisting program, you can choose a pre-healthcare option. Those are currently full, but spots may open up. Or agriculture. So if you're an agriculture student, you can take the agriculture section, or you can take any section that is open. And then finally, most of our sections are general or all major sections. So if you're in any program or major that is not listed above, or if you're in one of those that's listed above but your section is full, you can take any general or all majors. So these are courses that are just called destination graduation. Next, there's two kinds of delivery modes you can choose from. So if you're in a program specific one, you probably only have one option, and that's the one you need to take. But if you're in a general or all majors section, you can choose from virtual or online. So virtual means that your class meets weekly on Zoom for live class sessions at a scheduled day and time. Your instructor will provide a link for you as long as you're registered for the class. And attendance is really important. So please only sign up for a virtual section if you can attend during that day at that time. The first class is always going to be Welcome Day. That's Wednesday, September 23rd at your scheduled class time. This is where it gets tricky looking at your class schedule. If you're in a virtual destination graduation, you may see 2 days and times listed on your schedule. That's because the first week, week 0, welcome week, you are always going to meet on Wednesday, but at your regularly scheduled time. All weeks following, you'll meet, say, Tuesdays at that time. So if your regular class is Tuesdays at noon, you're going to meet on Welcome Day at noon. And then all weeks following, you'll meet Tuesdays at noon. It can be a little tricky to read the schedule, so I understand if you were confused. So if you look at your schedule and you realize you cannot attend your virtual section regularly, it's okay to switch into a different virtual section that matches your schedule or into an online section. Online sections do not meet virtually. Instead, you complete your work on Moodle at a time that works with your schedule. Now, this isn't a self-paced course. You still need to meet weekly or daily deadlines, but you can do that work any time of the day. So whether you do it at 3 p.m. or 3 a.m. is your business. You will log in and start your work on Welcome Day, Wednesday, September 23rd. So all destination graduations start on Welcome Day, but that looks a little different depending on whether you're a virtual or online section. You can log in anytime before midnight. All right, if you need assistance with any of this, the student ambassadors in the First Resort can help. Just search First Resort at lynbenton.edu to find them. You can reach them by email as well, phone, or my personal favorite is the Zoom room because they can share their screen with you and you can see exactly the process you need to go through. But let's take a quick look at how to make a switch in case we're not in the right destination graduation. So you go to lynbenton.edu, My LB in the upper right hand side. Continue to sign on. This is for our current students, that's you. And this will take you to your MyLB single sign-on apps page. You may need to log in using your X or 9 number and your password. I'm already logged in. So we go to Web Runner. Oh, I'm not already logged in. Go ahead and log in. Go to the Student tab. I'll make this a little bigger for you. Student, Registration, and then go down to the bottom to Student Scheduler. You've probably been here before. This is where you registered for your initial classes, but I'm going to show you a trick that will make this a lot easier. So make sure you've selected the right campuses for you, any campus you're willing to travel to, and remote. If you don't select remote, you won't see any destination graduation options because they are all remote. Remote simply means everything is internet-based, whether it's online or virtual. So save and continue. And then you probably already have some courses in here because you've already registered. So you may see HD 120 or HD 120 here, but let's say it's not already there. You're going to go Add Course, and then subject is HD. You can type that in, there it is. And then either 120 or 121. Remember, 121 is for welding, heavy diesel, and automotive students. If you're any other program, you're going to go to 120. Say Add Course. And then you might feel stuck here. And that's because you are done. You can see it over here, but you just need to go back to planning. All right, now you'll see it reflected under courses. And here's the trick. You're going to click this options wheel here. When you open up options, you will be able to choose, select, or deselect any destination graduation options that won't work for you. So for example, if you're an agriculture major, you can uncheck everything except for the agriculture section. Or if you're not an agriculture major, you're going to want to uncheck that. If you're not a culinary major, uncheck that. And if you're not an international student, uncheck that. You can now see that there's 4 online sections I'll be able to choose from, and Student Scheduler will consider all of those when generating schedules for me. You can see that it does not have any day or times associated with it, so you don't need to worry about schedule conflicts. There are virtual sections. At the moment, they are all full, but that could change in an hour or 2 hours or 3 hours as students move around, so be sure to check back regularly. You may see your own class reflected here, and you can find it by your instructor's name or the time that's associated with it. So now that I've checked and unchecked the options I'm going to save and close. Then I come down to generate schedules. Oh, I've got some conflicts. So I need to uncheck my remove my PE class because it's conflicting for now. Okay, I'm going to generate schedules. All right, so here are my schedule options. I can get a quick view of them by just hovering over this. And what you'll see is strange here. You'll only see 3 classes reflected. That's because the other courses are online and they don't have a day or time associated with them. So I'm going to choose this to view this schedule here. And this is where you get the really good information. So again, you won't see your destination graduation down here, and that may be confusing, but again, that's because it doesn't have a day or time associated with it because it's an online course, not a virtual course. You can see up here, HD 120, it's remote and online and does not have a day or time. You can also see that it starts Welcome Week 1 week earlier than all your other courses. So if you like this schedule and it's going to work for you, you can then go up to the top and say send a shopping cart, continue, and then you can simply click register to register for your courses. If you come up with any errors, it could be because you're trying to register for a course that requires an instructor signature. If that's the case, you can email that instructor, or again, you can reach out to the first resort for help. If you have any destination graduation questions or questions about the waiver, you can contact me directly at borobod@lynnbenton.edu, or please reach out to the first resort for any other help. Thanks, and I hope this video was helpful to you. Have a great first day.